Hello, guys. It's story time. So let's sit right down upon the rug. It's time to read a story. 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 It's time to read a story. Alright, guys. Today we're going to be reading Pumpkin Jack. Can anybody tell by just looking at the cover of this book? What is this book? Do they think this book is about? Let's find out. Pumpkin Jack. When Tim carved his first pumpkin, it was fierce and funny and just perfect. A jack-o'-lantern this good deserved a name, so Tim gave it one. Jack. Long after the best trick-or-treat candy was eating, Tim still kept Jack. At night, when a candle made Jack's face dance on the wall and filled with warm pumpkin smell, Tim felt Jack was almost magic. Yet too soon, the spell was broken. This pumpkin is beginning to rot, announced Mom. It's time to throw it out. Tim knew it was useless to argue. He carried Jack to the garden, which was filled with brown ghosts of last summer's plants. A dead garden is better than a trash can, thought Tim. Still, it made him sad to leave Jack outside and alone. Whenever chores or play brought Tim to the garden, he looked at Jack. Every time, Jack was different. He became wrinkled and fierce. Smile began to look silly. And at this point, Jack is rotting. Mold spread over Jack's bright orange skin as the days turned colder. Jack grew flatter. Winter began. Soon Jack was hidden beneath snow and Tim forgot about him. The cold, heavy jacket days came. Snowman and sliding days, indoor Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's. When all of these days had passed and the March winds melted the snow, Tim found Jack. There wasn't much left, just a faded and crumbled pumpkin skin, a stem, and a few seeds. Jack's Halloween magic was a distant memory now. Tim scraped a thin blanket of earth over the last bits of his pumpkin. Goodbye, Jack, he whispered. At this point, do you guys know what season it is? When spring turned into barefoot warmth, a tiny sprout appeared where Jack had been. Tim found it, and guess what it was? A plant. In the days that followed, Tim weeded and watered and watched it sprout. Slowly and steadily, the plant changed and grew. It branched and spread a web of vines over the ground, but no pumpkin appeared. The days turned hot, flowers opened on the plant. Each morning, yellow stars that twist shut forever. In this afternoon, still, there was no pumpkin. Finally, Tim found a little green ball growing behind a crumbled blossom. A pumpkin. Tim let out a whoop and ran to show his mom. By August, the plant had spilled onto the lawn. Tim's favorite game became pumpkin hunting. He carefully wetted along the leaves, searching for green pumpkins like hidden treasures. School began again and the days cooled. Tim had less time to visit the garden. When he did, the pumpkin plant seemed tired. There were few new leaves and the old tattered ones no longer hid the fat green pumpkins. Then one October morning, Tim woke up to see frosting coated the garden. The frozen plant seemed changed to pale blue glass. And after school, Tim discovered what the frost has done. The pumpkin plant's leaves were as limp as wet paper. It was dying. Tim searched among the withered leaves for the unripe pumpkins. He picked them and put them on the front porch, hoping for more change. By Halloween, the pumpkins had ripened into bright orange. There were many for the plants had been generous. Tim was generous too. He gave away all but one. And do you guys know what he did with the new pumpkin that he grew? From jack-o'-lantern to seed to pumpkin again, the circle was almost complete. Now it was time for Tim to do his part. He gave his pumpkin a face. It smiled at him in a fierce and funny way. Tim smiled too and said, "Welcome back, Jack." The end. Do you guys know? Can anyone tell me the holidays that pumpkins normally grow in?